Welcome back, everyone, to the Sports and Recreation Center. CSI Baruch getting ready to get it on. And there are your starting lineups. Cali and Sleap in the backcourt for CSI. Thomassen, Franzreb up front. Bill Felci, the man in the middle. For Baruch in the backcourt, Len Mitchell and David Thomas. Actually, it's Oliver Verzosa and Scott Holloway in the backcourt. Joe Liberato, Len Mitchell, and David Thomas up front. CSI Dolphins in the home white. Baruch in the aqua blue. As we're all set to get it on here. Bill Felci will jump this one up with Len Mitchell. CSI 7-3 in the CUNY. Baruch 8-0 in the CUNY. And a tip is won by CSI. And they will control. Cali right side for Sleap. Check out Thomassen. Now it's Sleap. He tries to bounce it for Felci, and it's knocked out of bounds by Baruch. It will stay with CSI, 20 to shoot. John Cali will inbound, 28 points, 10 assists, and the win Monday over John Jay, including 6 of 9 from three-point range. Thomassen trying to penetrate, knocked away, stolen. Here comes Baruch. Len Mitchell with the basketball, number 22. Mitchell down the left side, forcing it up. The shot will not count. An offensive foul on Baruch.
Kenny Thomassen got there in time, got the charge call. Good, lucky break for CSI because the basket went in. Could have been a three-point play to start it off. CSI gets the good defensive stop.
Baruch with some early pressure. Thomassen almost had it deflected away. But CSI easily breaks the pressure. Cali underneath, wide open, jam underneath by Matt Franzreb.
Baruch falls asleep on defense, and Franzreb throws it down.
2-0 Dolphins. We've played almost a minute here from the Sports and Recreation Center. That's Verzosa handling CSI in the Tony Potosa tradition, man-to-man.
Oh, nice defensive play by Sleap, Tommy.
And the Dolphins coming back the other way. Cali over the timeline. Verzosa's on him. Thomassen handles left side. Now they get it to Franzreb. Back outside. Thomassen for a long three. No good. And it's rebounded on the weak side by Baruch. Verzosa pushing it up. Now Holloway fires inside, and the shot is up and good by Liberato.
Holloway, good vision, saw the floor, gets an assist, 2-2.
More Baruch pressure. Franzreb gets it back out, and Cali will restart the offense for the Dolphins. CSI winners of 5 in a row here. Not a great home court record. We'll get to that in a minute. Thomassen in the paint, spinning outside. Here's Cali for 3 right wing.
Good start for the Dolphins is John Cali, who shot 6 for 9 and broke a little bit of a shooting slump from three-point range in the last couple of weeks. Buries his first one.
5-2 CSI. Now on the far side, Len Mitchell handles. Mitchell's fronted by Bill Felci, who gives him some room. Mitchell off the crossover, penetrates, forces up a wild shot, no good, deflected underneath, and it's recovered by the Dolphins. Cali quickly rushes it up. Cali on the penetration is pushed by Scott Holloway. Early on, CSI breaking the pressure, Joe.
Cali sees Franzreb, who slams it down.
And here's the Baruch answer.
Beautiful Holloway pass, yeah.
Cali on the right side. Dolphins up 5-2. 17:22 left to go first half. Tom Kresnicki alongside Joe Nugent. Quick pass inside. Bill Felci.
Dolphins look ready, Tom.
7-2. CSI up by 5. Cali now fronting Verzosa. He gets a pick. Now they swing it around for Holloway left side. Sleap is all over him. Holloway, second leading scorer in the CUNY, averaging over 19 a game.
And Craig Sleap, an old St. Peter's High School guard, has got the defensive assignment.
Liberato down low. Mitchell blocked and fouled from behind by Thomassen.
All ball. Baruch gets the call. You're going to watch Thomassen come around and help on defense, and you're going to see him get all basketball. The back of the basketball, too. 2 shots.
Lenny Mitchell free throw line, first one good. Mitchell is a 6'3" junior out of Stevenson High School in the Bronx. He'll try to pull the Statesmen to within 3 here with 16:48 left. No good, front of the iron, and it's rebounded by Felci. Here come the Dolphins. They look like they're ready to play here tonight. Cali right side, up top of Thomassen. Now Sleap. Trying to look down low for Felci, can't get him. Back outside to John Cali, the senior point. Here's Franzreb on the penetration. Misses the shot, though, and it's rebounded by David Thomas.
But Petoza will like the aggressiveness.
Mitchell right side, given plenty of room by Bill Felci. Verzosa looking down low, left blocks. They get it for Liberato. And he swings it to Verzosa, who travels. All goes back to CSI with a little over 16 minutes left in this first half.
Tell you, Holloway's running around crazy trying to get free, and Craig Sleap again. Former St. Peter's point guard. A lot of people didn't think he could play in college, and he's having a nice career here at CSI, and Petoza's given him a big responsibility here tonight.
John Cali, as you saw the graphic there, 28 in the game on Monday against John Jay. Here's Sleap up top. Now they get it down low for Felci, who squares up, fires it away, no good. Rebounded underneath by Liberato. Statesman on the move. Mitchell left side gives it up top for Verzosa. Cali giving him the left-handed dribble. Thomas handles, picks up his dribble, knocked away by Felci, but Verzosa recaptures with 17 to shoot. CSI playing pretty good aggressive man-to-man defense. Mitchell penetrating, picking up his dribble, gives off to Holloway. Now he's swinging around left side. Here's a Mitchell three. That's good.
3-point basket by Mitchell.
Mitchell bails out Baruch, Tommy, because CSI had them locked down, especially Sleap on Holloway.
Cali to Franzreb, who was hit from behind by Liberato with no whistle. Now Cali, a little half-court trap here. Right side, here's Sleap, little pull-up jump. No good. Rebound tapped underneath. Felci tries to get it. And I believe a timeout.
Yeah, they called a timeout. He was falling out of bounds. And my play-by-play partner, Tom Krasicki, tonight, of course, is very familiar with these CSI. We're going to see Sleap miss a short jumper, and Felci gets involved with a scramble, but Baruch has the last call and calls timeout. And Tommy, you've followed this team and these seniors. You did WSIA radio broadcast from this campus for 4 years, so you know in big spots like this, Coach Tony Petoza on screen right there gets his team ready to play their best when the challenge is the toughest.
There isn't a harder working man I know in this business than that man right there, Tony Petoza, all-time leading scorer, rebounder, and wins as a head coach, doing a fabulous job, works tirelessly, teaches at Lafayette High School, and has done a great, great job with the CSI team.
And his sidekick right next to him,
Matty White.
Matty White, great man.
Yep. Off the timeout, Mitchell controls. Now on the right side to Liberato. In the game is John Percadani, Staten Island product. He has the ball, number 10. Gets it down low to Mitchell. Left block. Mitchell almost travels. Right side, swings it. Percadani for a three, no good. Rebound by Franzreb.
We're staying here.
Foul on CSI underneath.
CSI fouls on 24.
Got Sleap on the push-off.
Team second.
I don't know about that.
I don't either. Sleap pushed the white shirt, so what?
Mitchell left side, back to the basket. It's a cutting Percadani shot, was partially blocked. Thomassen comes up with it.
Percadani, the former foul player, comes off the bench and fires up a three in a drive, but gets it blocked.
Cali maneuvering on the left side. Now they swing it right side. Thomassen for three. No good, front of the iron. But Franzreb with the long rebound. Back outside to Cali. Cali now with Percadani on him. The Staten Island kids going at it there. Sleap left wide open left side. Oh. Craig Sleap hits the long jumper. And the Dolphins are up 9-6. 13:42 left to go in this first half. Mitchell off the crossover. Mitchell on the penetration, out of control. Gets underneath for Thomas, who gets it back out. Percadani right side. Up top, Liberato. Thomassen's on him. Baruch pretty stagnant offensively so far. Thomas, Berkadani, right side, long jumper, no good, side of the iron, and Baruch is stone cold from the field.
Berkadani's thrown up 3 shots in a matter of about a minute and a half.
Cali gets the long lead, but gets it back out. Cali left side, left open for a 3. No good. And Liberati with the rebound. And Baruch looks a little lethargic, especially the man with the basketball right now.
Yeah, he hasn't been in it at all.
Holloway trying to penetrate. Berkadani gets it down low. Thomas, right blocks, posting up on Felci, backing his way in. Now they swing it around. Mitchell penetrates in the lane, puts up a baby shot. It's good.
Mitchell's the one that's keeping Baruch in it, Tom. He's doing all the offensive work.
9-8, Dolphins up by 1 with 12:35 left to go in this first half. Sleap on the right side, fronted by Berkadani. Baruch playing man-to-man so far. Thomassen cutting, gives off to Felci.
Felci's been quiet.
Up top here's Cali, gets a pick. Cali fires inside, the first layup is good.
Pretty.
Ken Thomassen with the finish. Off the beautiful feed from John Cali. Dolphins up by 3.
Sparse crowd here, about 200 people, but they appreciated Cali's nice pass and Thomassen's great finish.
Here's Mitchell handling the basketball. Mitchell on the left side. Statesmen down by 3, less than 12 minutes to go in this first half. Liberato left wing, lobbing it down low. Thomas, check that Mitchell, forcing up a shot, and he's fouled.
Well, before we said that Sleap didn't push anybody.
Fouls on 30, Bill Felci his first, team third.
Yep. That was Sleap pushing off on Holloway. That was the last foul call. And here is Cali, beautiful.
Left hand. Off the dribble, left hand. Mass substitutions for both teams.
Mitchell makes the first.
For Baruch, 15, Eric Andres, and 33, David Paul into the game.
Eric Andres and David Paul, a couple of freshman big guys, are in for CSI. Thomassen sits down.
And Len Mitchell, who's gotten off to a great start, he has 7 of Baruch's 9 points, and now he has 8 out of 10. He's going to come out of the game, and Lou Pinto from Newdorf is in.
There he is, the Staten Island product, number 34. Now Baruch showing some pressure. Cali remains in the game. Cali looking for some help. And now it's knocked away and stolen underneath. The shot is up and good.
First time the Baruch pressure hurts CSI.
So Lejanis with that last bucket. Sleap fires underneath. Reverse slam is good.
What a great basket.
13-12 CSI. 11:19 left. Here's Pento left side. Berkadani given the 3. Passes up on it though. Pento now controlling things on top. Beautiful pass to Liberato underneath, who lays it up and in. Liberato beating Eric Andres that time. Andres with the beautiful reverse layup. The trip down before. Sleap charging down the right side, forces it up off the glass, no good. And it's rebounded by Sleap, the smallest man on the court.
What a great job. Craig missed the shot, but just pure hustle and determination got the ball back for the Dolphins.
Andres up top, number 15. He's a freshman. Now to Cali. Cali looking for a pick. Cali backs it out. Cali for Sleap now on the right side. Sleap looking for Andres down low. He gets a pick up top. Gets it back out to Cali.
7 seconds.
Now the 5 to shoot. Cali for 3 left wing. Good! John Cali continues his hot shooting from the outside. Dolphins up by a pair.
That was his 63rd 3-point field goal of the season.
Pento right side. Now to Silijanis. And they get it underneath for Liberato, who beats his man to the basket. David Paul beaten on the play. Score is tied at 16. Cali over the timeline. Left side is Andres. Now to Paul. Right side Sleap. Andres by the foul line. Pento's on him. Andres trying to penetrate, but gives it back out. Cali controls. 13 to shoot for the Dolphins. And a foul up top. Niall Bernard with that foul.
That's Eric Andres with a prettiest basket of the night, and then there's John Cali with 6 on the clock, stops from about 24 feet and buries it.
3 team fouls apiece for Baruch and CSI. Cali gets the inbound, right baseline, pump fakes, and is fouled.
Well, we're halfway through this first half here tonight, Tommy, and both teams are showing why they're the class of the CUNY. Baruch's near the top, and CSI's coming on. High-quality basketball here in the first 10.5 minutes, and Cali certainly looks like he's ready for this first-place team tonight.
They inbound it up as Andres controls. Now to Sleap. Left side. Here's a long jump shot. No good. Shot was missed. Air ball by Andres.
What a job Sleap's doing on Holloway so far. He's been invisible.
Sleap's their best defensive player, according to Coach Tony Petosa. That was the game plan. He's making him work for everything. He's a great outside shooter. Pinto gets a pick. Hands off now to Mitchell. Now Verzosa back in the game to Mitchell up top. Mitchell, the offense right now for Baruch. He's got 8.
Look at the job Sleap is doing on Holloway.
Holloway has to give it up. Verzosa penetrating. 3 on the shot clock, and it's blocked out of bounds by David Paul.
What a tremendous effort by Craig Sleap and then David Paul. 2 seconds on the clock, guys. 2 seconds.
There's Verzosa and Paul, all ball with the rejection.
Gets better every day in practice, getting better every day in the game.
Bill Felci is in for the Dolphins. Matt Franzreb checks out.
There's the guy CSI has to get involved here. Bill Felci's got to get involved on the offensive end for the Dolphins. Whoever catches the ball has to shoot it.
Left side, Mitchell for a long 3, no good. Rebound underneath. Good backs out by Andres. He's got it. Andres to Sleap, coming down the right side. Game is tied at 16, 8:35 left. Felci gets it. Back to the basket. David Thomas back in the game. He's on Felci. And an offensive foul on CSI.
Moving pick on John Cali. Didn't like the call. Turns.
CSI fouls on 14. John Cali hits first. Team 4.
I'm impressed with these freshmen, Joe. Eric Andres and David Paul.
Yep. Good building blocks for Tony's future.
David Paul, CUNY Rookie of the Week last week. Had a couple of big games. Verzosa left side on Cali. Up top, he gets a pick. Now for Mitchell, rolling around the left side. Mitchell off the crossover. And it's deflected and picked off by Felci. Here's Cali being chased by Verzosa and Mitchell. Layup no good. Tipped up and in by Andres.
And that was a great block on Cali's layup. And a tremendous tip. I don't know if that Andres or Paul that tipped that in. I think it was, let's see, we'll get the replay maybe of that.
Here's Pinto, long 3, no good, rebounded by Andres. It may have been David Paul, and if it is, I apologize.
We'll have to see.
Sleap, left side. Sleap for Felci, left blocks, turning, firing, and it's partially blocked by Thomas, and Baruch has it. Verzosa gets it to Mitchell. Mitchell alley-oop for Thomas, who catches it. Pump fakes, blocked.
Oh.
He gets it again. Shot is good, and the foul. David Thomas with the second effort.
Now, John Cali is ahead of the field. Now, you're going to see Mitchell come from behind and get a piece of Cali's layup. That is a great block, and then you're going to see David Paul.
My mistake. David Paul, active. Coach Tony Petosa is really high on him. Thomas trying to complete the 3-point play. No good. Tip no good by Pinto. Ball goes out of bounds. And CSI gets it back. 7:27 left in this first half. The score is tied at 18.
We're going to have a timeout here.
An official's timeout, and we'll take a little break. 7:27 left to go in this first half. CSI and Baruch are tied at 18. You're watching Island TV's coverage.
Right before we went to commercial, this play happened where Felci looked like he fouled the first time, and then the second one was a foul on Andres. The basket tied the game up, and we're tied at 18 here with 7:27 to go in the first half. And Tommy, I have to say, I think that Craig Sleap is the story so far. Holloway hasn't scored and hasn't even taken a shot, and this is one of the best players in the CUNY Conference.
That he is.
Averaging 19-4 a game. He hasn't gotten a shot off.
That's second in the CUNY Conference, but Sleap is all over him. Here's Andres up top. Coming up on 7 minutes left in this first half. Cali hitting a cutting Felci to the basket. Nice.
Now we're going 94 feet with Sleap on Holloway.
20-18 CSI. Holloway with the basketball. Sleap is all over him. Right side, Mitchell. Almost traveled. Gets it back up top for Liberatos back in the game. Back to Mitchell. Long jump shot for 3. Right side is good.
Mitchell's killing CSI. He's taking over for Holloway.
Lenny Mitchell, unofficially, he has 11. 21-20, Baruch with their first lead of the game. Sleap right side to Cali. There's Andres. Going to the basket on Liberato. Short jump shot, no good. Rebound underneath. It's swiped away by Andres, but he's stripped. Ball goes out of bounds, and it will stay with, well, check that, it will be Baruch's basketball.
Eric Andres is a very unorthodox basketball player. I think he's left-handed, but sometimes I think he goes up in the air and he doesn't know which hand to shoot with. He looks awkward at times, but he's very effective.
Liberato on the reverse layup, and the Statesmen are up by 3 with 6 minutes left in this first half. Sleap going all the way right side. Shot no good. Rebound underneath is Paul, and he gets the putback. David Paul, impressive off the bench. 6
points, playing real hard, playing well.
The Dolphins within 1. 5:49 left. Clock running in this first half. Verzosa gets a pick from Thomas. I gets it to the big guy up top. Thomas wearing number 42. Lobbing it for Mitchell. Left blocks, working on Felci. Ducks up and under. Felci stays with them. Deflected and it's picked off by Andres. Andres up ahead for Cali. Cali with results behind him. Lays it up and in.
Great defensive play by CSI at one end. Andres got the steal and then laid the pass out. Very nice for John Cali. What a good first half of basketball here. Division III college basketball. You think it's easy to play? These kids can play it.
Dolphins up by 1. Holloway still hasn't registered a shot in this first half. Liberato left side. Guarded by Andres. Here's Mitchell between the circles. CSI, of course, staying with the man-to-man pressure. Mitchell with 8 to shoot. Mitchell off the crossover. Here's Verzosa for a long 3. No good. Goes over the backboard, out of bounds. CSI basketball with 4:53 left. Ken Thomassen is in for Eric Andres.
Nice backdoor as Baruch scores. But then CSI with a good defensive stand, and there's Andres, and this is what I like. See how he laid the ball out in the middle of the floor for John Cali? That's a great basketball play.
Nicely done. Here's Cali. Dribbles it off his leg, but gets it back. Here's Sleap on the right side. Sleap picks it up. It's a cutting Thomassen in the lanes. The 3 teardrop is good.
Ray Rankis, the coach of Baruch, is starting to get on the officials about Sleap. He's saying he's holding him. He's not holding him. Ray just can't believe that his best player can't get a shot off.
Liberato for a long 3. Air ball. Rebound underneath.
That's
and
Holloway.
There's Holloway with his first shot.
Right. On an offensive board with Sleap holding him underneath, and he's going to get to the foul line.
There's Ray Rankis, the coach for Baruch. His team 18-1, undefeated in the CUNY.
Man's a class act, Tommy. He's been a winning coach in this league for a long time.
Holloway free throw line. No good on his first attempt. That shot, by the way, will not count as an official field goal.
That is correct.
So he still won't have any shots from the field.
I wonder if there's been a half of basketball this all season where Holloway hasn't scored from the field.
Well, there's his first point of the game. It comes at the 4:19 mark. 26-24, Dolphins up by a pair.
And Tommy, Petosa hasn't taken Sleap off the floor. He hasn't gotten a rest.
That's something I'd be concerned about. Hope he doesn't get tired.
Oh,
beautiful bounce pass. Paul to Cali for the layup. CSI passing the basketball. Very unselfish play. Dolphins up by 4. 3:53 left in this first half. Holloway to Mitchell, left side. Now to Liberato in between the circles. Here's Percadani left open, but he gets it out. Neil Bernard is back in the game, wearing number 50 for Baruch. Percadani thinking about an NBA 3, but gets it back out to Holloway. 8 to shoot. Holloway on the drive. Holloway pulling up. No good. Back iron. Great defense.
Nice rebound by Paul.
And off the outlet pass, Cali is hit from behind.
He will not go to the foul line. Baruch is not over the limit, but David Paul, and there's my man, Craig Sleap. Boy, Coach Legrada would be proud of his work tonight.
Craig Sleap, the glove in this first half.
34, Lupento returns for Baruch.
Lupento back in for Baruch. As Mitchell will sit down. Len Mitchell for Baruch, the leading scorer in this game. Sleap on the right side. Sleap with Holloway all over him. Tries to bounce it down low. It's knocked away by Liberato, and he calls another timeout.
Timeout Baruch.
With 3:16 left to go, Dolphins up by 4.
When I look at this first half, I look at Sleep's defense, Cali's three-point shooting, and David Paul's terrific play off the bench. Those are all the positives. The negatives, if there's any, Bill Felci's not involved at all yet. And he's their second leading scorer and their leading rebounder. And you know for them to beat Baruch tonight, everybody's got to get involved in the offensive flow.
That's the one thing Coach Tony Patoza said to me last night. He said everyone gets in the habit of watching John Cali instead of getting involved. But he's gotten others involved. That was one of the big keys. And right now he's getting the contributions. Percadani with a long baseball pass underneath, and Liberato's fouled.
Percadani makes a heck of a pass. He missed his threes, but he contributed there. No, Percadani's got a lot to play for tonight. One of the reasons why he didn't get a lot of playing time when he was at Monsignor Farrell is because his teammates were John Cali and Damian McClement, who was at Wagner College. Pretty tough to break into that high school backcourt.
Absolutely. Liberato, first one no good. Of course, Cali flourishing here with the Dolphins. Damian really hasn't done too much.
Been hurt a lot. Hasn't done much at the Division I level. But I tell you, one of the nicest high school backcourts in the history of Monsignor Farrell. John and Damian played very, very well together.
Liberato makes one of two. The Dolphins lead, cuts a three with 3:08 left. Felci.
They missed Paul.
Paul was yelling for the basketball. Here's Cali right side. Cali swinging around to Thomassen, who's back in. John Cali handles. Holloway now on a switch, guarding on John Cali. John gets a pick from Thomassen. Wide open three right side. No good. He can't get it to fall. But it's rebounded by Craig Sleap. Craig Sleap with the offensive board. What a first half he's played without scoring a point. Sleap to Felci in the right corner. Underneath. Here's Paul. Ducks underneath. Shot up and good. David Paul continues to impress.
Yes, he does. Very nice. Under control. Didn't walk. Took his man to the hole strong.
The Dolphins with their biggest lead of the game, 30-25. Percadani driving underneath. Tied up and fouled. Jump ball,
Jump ball. It's going to stay Baruch.
Nice job by Kenny Thomassen underneath.
Kenny's had a very productive first half defensively. Stepped in front, took the charge early. Makes the nice block there.
Craig Sleap and Bill Felci will get a rest.
Well-deserved rest, but let's see who gets Holloway for the last 2:18.
Franzreb and Eric Andrus are back in the game for the Dolphins. Some pressure now. Cali needs to get it over the timeline. They have 2 seconds to get it over. Cali just barely made it. Coming up on 2 minutes left to go. Now Cali's double team. Here's Andrus looking. He traveled. Double dribble. Check that out. Double dribble, and we'll go back to Baruch.
And here's Craig Sleap, who is going to be a big part of this story, working through screens and making Holloway give up the ball. Andres has the defensive assignment the last 2 minutes, Tom.
Up top is Holloway and a pushing foul. An offensive foul.
Still, CSI doesn't go to the foul line. It's only 16 foul. It'll be bonus the rest of the way, though, for both teams. Clean, quick, fast-paced first half.
Now Bernard picking up that foul for Baruch. Here's Cali. Double team now in the backcourt. Baruch showing some pressure, but CSI breaks it again. Thomassen back to Cali. 1:36 left in this first half. Dolphins up by 5. Cali with a pick from Franzreb. Cali right side. Cali trapped underneath. Now they swing it around. And Cali gets it back with 13 to shoot for the Dolphins. Cali gets a pick from Paul. Cali trapped. Cali has it knocked away by Pinto, stolen by Liberato. Liberato getting by Andres. Liberato right down the lane, dishing on the right side, and the short jumper is missed by Bernard. Here come the Dolphins the other way. It's 3-on-3 action. Cali all the way and is fouled.
Well, I'll tell you, Baruch earned the turnover with great defense, and the final good defensive play was made by Lou Pinto out of Newdorf. But then CSI turns the ball back over the other way. Cali forces the issue a little bit, but gets to the foul line.
John Cali, leading scorer for the Dolphins, 17.5 points per game, shooting 72% from the free throw line.
108 times he's been to the foul line this year already, by far the most of any CSI player. And John buries the first, and it's a 6-point Dolphin lead.
The largest of the game. Cali gets set for the second one. Got it. Dolphins up by 7. 66 seconds left in this first half. Now the Dolphins showing some pressure.
Yeah. Tony throwing a little change of pace here. Now Holloway sees a new man on him. Let's see if he goes to shoot the ball.
Eric Andres, the freshman's on him. Holloway off the penetration.
And the call's going to go against Baruch, and CSI is going to get to the foul line.
Holloway called for the offensive foul, the push-off. That's his second.
Wow. The offensive, I thought it had to be a, I actually didn't see the offensive foul, Tommy.
There it is, pushing off.
No, I still didn't see it.
Nonetheless, ball goes back to CSI. Andres, the freshman, gets it right side for Paul, the other freshman. Playing some big roles here. He tries to get inside for Franzreb, knocks out of bounds by Liberato with 40.5 left to go in this first half. Dolphins with a 7-point lead.
Toza calls out box out of bounds. 22 seconds on the clock. CSI should be careful with this possession. It's a big one.
Underneath, Franzreb facing the basket. Shot no good. Fight for the rebound. Jump ball. And it will stay with the Dolphins with 32 seconds left. Check that. They'll say it's blue. Baruch ball on the alternate possession.
32 seconds to go.
Shot clock
Dolphins
is off.
by 7. Ray Rankus wants the whistles blown more. I like it the way it is.
Holloway brings it over the right side. There's the time left. Bottom right portion of your screen. 15 seconds now in this first half. Dolphins up by 7. Holloway looking to move. Does so on Andres. Holloway off the penetration. Tries to fire underneath.
What?
Offensive foul.
What? And now the Dolphins would sleep on the bench are still continuing to lock up a very frustrated Holloway. And they got 6.5 seconds to score here.
That's Holloway's third foul. And Dimitri Segaljanis checks in. 6 seconds left. Dolphins with the inbound. Here's Cali, far side. Cali to Andres with 1 second left. Andres can't get a shot off. Poor time recognition by the Dolphins, but nonetheless, they go to the half with a 32-25 lead over Baruch, Joe.
Well, Craig Sleap did it defensively on Holloway, but he also contributed in other ways here in the first half as the Dolphins take a 32-25 lead. Here's Craig Sleap going behind the pick looking for the basketball, and when he wasn't playing defense, the littlest man on the floor was taking hip checks, sliding back under the basket, and amongst the trees coming out with offensive rebounds.
Great first half by that man, Craig Sleap. The Dolphins have a 32-25 lead over 18-1 Baruch, a Baruch team undefeated in the CUNY. The Nanson's Park Taste of Honey scoreboard, CSI 32, Baruch 25. We're at the half. We'll take a break. You're watching College of Staten Island Dolphin basketball on Island TV Sports. We'll be back before you know it. The clamps on Baruch's leading scorer, Scott Holloway.
Well, Cali's got 12, hit 2 threes. Wonderful fall game as usual. David Paul comes off the bench, scores 6 points, gets some rebounds, blocks a shot. Wonderful contribution, but again, I'm a little prejudiced. That old tough St. Peter's point guard out of the Rich Lagrada school of playing defense. Holloway has got no field goals. This is the player of the year in the CUNY so far. He's going to be voted the player of the year. He's averaging 19.4. He can't even get a shot off. Craig Sleap is doing a wonderful job. And again, when Craig finally took a rest with 2 minutes to go in the first half, Andres came off the bench and did just as good a job and drew fouls. And now Holloway's got to be very careful. CSI's got him right where they want him. A 7-point lead. They're playing very well. And they're not in foul trouble. So let's see if Petosa's team can put another 20 minutes together and pull off this upset.
And Scott Holloway getting into foul trouble, picked up 2 quick fouls late in that first half. He's got 3. Verzosa, Mitchell, and now Bernard each have 2 apiece. For Baruch, for your Dolphins, Kenny Thomassen and Craig Sleap have 2 fouls apiece. So that's your foul trouble picture there. And there's Tony Petosa on the sidelines. Has to be pretty pleased with what happened in that first half.
Tommy, I kind of equate what's going on with Baruch with what happened in our championship game on Saturday night between Curtis and St. Peter's. And there's Champ Albano, the former St. Peter's guard from last year, and he's in street clothes tonight. But Andrew Wisniewski had 3 fouls for St. Peter's at halftime, and he had to stay out of foul trouble and avoid that 4th. Holloway's got to do the same thing for Baruch. He's got to stay away from that 4th foul. If he picks it up early, CSI will really be in the driver's seat.
Dolphins get the basketball first to begin the second half. They start out with Cali and Sleap at the guards, Ken Thomassen, Matt Franzreb, and Bill Felci up front, their regular starting 5. Here is Sleap on the right side with Holloway on him. Thomassen, wide open jump shot, no good, missed everything, rebounded by Liberato. And here comes Len Mitchell. Mitchell going to the basket. Mitchell partially blocked by Thomassen, out of bounds. It will stay with Baruch.
Craig Sleap takes an elbow on the top of the head there from Mitchell. He's trying to shake it off. He's rubbing the top of his head. Kenny Thomassen gets a piece of another shot.
Mitchell leading Baruch in that first half with 11 points. Here's Holloway to Liberati. Up top, Holloway, look for a 3. That's good.
He's off. Off the snide. But Sleap was right in his face, but he nailed it.
And a hand right in his face. 32-28. Dolphins up by 4. 40 seconds into the second half. Felci up top, long jump shot, partially blocked by Thomas. And here's a long baseball pass deflected by Thomassen. And out of bounds, last touch by Baruch.
I don't know about that.
CSI got away with one there.
But I do know this. That was a bad shot by Billy Felci, and the one by Thomassen before that wasn't so good either. Better shot selection. Give the ball to John Cali and let him run this offense.
Coach Tony Petosa says Bill Felci needs to become an interior presence. He can't fall in love with that jump shot. That last shot probably drove him crazy. Thomassen left side. In the left corner, here's Cali, long jump shot. Good from 3! John Cali continues his hot play. He's got 15. Dolphins up 35-28.
Cali counters Holloway's tray.
Holloway left side. Sleap is on him. Holloway off the penetration. Verzosa lines up a 3. No good. Rebounded on the weak side by Franzreb.
They'll let him shoot all day. He's not a good outside shooter. He didn't have a good handle on that pass.
Cali on the left side. Thomassen lobs it down low for Felci. Goes over his head, out of bounds.
Kenny Thomassen is questioning Billy Felci there, wanting to know exactly why he didn't roll and catch that pass. It didn't look like that was that bad of an entry pass from this angle.
Oliver Verzosa, 5'8" sophomore, handling up top. Gives off to Holloway. Sleap is right up on him. Holloway tries to get a pick from Len Mitchell. Gives it back up top for Mitchell. Trying to move on Franzreb. Spins in the lane, dishing underneath for Thomas, and the layup is good. David Thomas underneath.
Nice interior passing by the Statesmen. They earned that too.
And they cut the Dolphin lead to 5. 35-30. 17:45 left to go in this game. Cali left side. Gives it to Felci. Felci for a cutting Thomassen.
Thomassen from Bill Felci.
Nice look from Billy Felci.
Good pass. Nice left hand by Kenny.
Dolphins up by 7. Crisp passing all night long from CSI, Joe.
So far, keeping their poise. Holloway running around picks. Sleap shadowing him wherever he goes.
He is all over Scott Holloway right now. Liberato, left wing, trying to get a pick. Liberato working on Thomassen, and he's pushed. John Cali's been the offensive weapon tonight for the Dolphins.
And this was a quick, tough 3, because Cali has a man jumping out at him, and he...
Liberato has it off the inbounds, tries to fire inside, knocked away, stolen by Felci. Sleap pushing it up. Sleap to Cali on the left side. Cali off the penetration.
I would really, really like, everything's going CSI's way. They're playing with poise and control. I would really like to see Billy Felci get an inside basket, Tommy, to get him off.
Felci's been quiet. Second leading scorer for CSI, leading rebounder. Versosa picking up that last foul. Cali off the pick. Three again. No good.
What a tough shot that was.
And it's rebounded by Baruch. Here comes Holloway. Holloway left side. Mitchell driving the lane. Len Mitchell with another basket. He's the leading scorer for Baruch.
Franzreb tried to draw the charge, got no call. Mitchell's been the player for Baruch tonight.
He's got 13. Lead back down to 5. 37-32 Dolphins. Thomassen up top. Mitchell's on him. Sleap, long jump shot right side, no good. Felci flying in for the rebound, can't grab it though. And here comes Holloway. Baruch racing it up, down by 5. 60 minutes left in this game. Inside for Thomas, and he gets free and lays it in.
Baruch starting to show inside muscle here.
37-34 CSI. Thomas in between the circles. Pounding the right-handed dribble. Now for Cali, open 3 right corner. It's good again.
That's a 2-er. 2 points.
Long 2-point basket. And the lead is up to 5 again. John Cali continues to stroke it from the outside. Holloway looking for a screen. Holloway picks up his dribble. Now they swing it around underneath. Back outside for a Mitchell 3. Left corner, no good. Rebounded by Thomassen.
Mitchell's a terrific player, but I don't think he's a 3-point shooter. CSI will let him take that one.
Cali with a fancy dribbling. Now for Felci. Felci turning baseline, offensive foul.
Well, he's trying to make things happen, and he just went out of control and gets the rear end in. Tosa's off the bench, wanting his big guy to do something positive. So far, he's struggled.
John Percadani, Staten Island product back in for Oliver Versosa. That's Felci's second foul, 2 team fouls on CSI in the second half. Dolphins showing some pressure. Now they back up as Liberato brings it up over the timeline on the right side. Now off the crossover, trying to penetrate. Thomassen staying with him though. Gets it up top for Mitchell. Mitchell penetrating. Mitchell picking up his dribble. Percadani's open for 3.
Oh, he kept firing in the first half, and he came off firing in the second half. What do we got?
Now a quick whistle and some extracurricular activities. That basket pulling Baruch to within 2.
Let's watch the trade at 3. Cali first.
A double foul has been called on Baruch.
There's Cali, long jump shot.
Cali, his foot was on the line for that for 2. And Holloway, okay, what we had was a double foul, but the good news is it's a pretty good trade-off because Holloway picked up his 4th.
And he sits down. It's Holloway and Sleap picking up the double foul. Sleap has 3, Holloway has 4. Holloway on the bench with just 1 point. He came into tonight averaging 19.4 per game. That was second in the CUNY.
As a result of the double foul, a jump ball. That's given possession to Baruch.
So a jump ball off the double foul, and Baruch will get it on the alternate possession.
And you know, by the way, I didn't like the call, Tommy. I didn't think that Craig and Holloway were being that physical. I didn't think it was any need for a double call foul there, and I don't think Holloway should be on the bench right now.
Percadani off the penetration. Underneath, wild shot, no good, but he's fouled.
John is forcing things, but he's making things happen.
CSI fouls on 30, Felci his 3rd.
Felci picks up his 3rd. 4 team fouls on the Dolphins.
John Percadani on the line, 2 shots.
John Percadani to the free throw line, averaging 5 points per game.
Going into tonight's game, he was 13 for 37 from three-point range. He was a 35% shooter. So basically, before tonight, Tom, he was only taking like 2 threes a game, and he's already shot the ball 4 or 5 times from three-point range tonight. I guess he's trying to impress his hometown fans here.
Exactly. He's on his home turf. 20-second timeout called by the Dolphins. There's Scott Holloway. 4 points, 4 fouls.
He'll probably return with about 8 minutes to go. He's got to have to sit there for a while, and CSI's got to take advantage.
CSI matches up very well with this Baruch team, now that you think about it. They run into each other in the CUNY tournament. That should be a hell of a matchup.
Yep, they look like they can play with them, that's for sure.
Percadani, free throw line. He'll shoot 2 with 14:37 left.
70% free throw shooter. CSI's 7-point halftime lead, though, will be gone if John makes this one.
Eric Andres getting set to check in for the Dolphins. Second one is good. And the game is tied at 39. Check that. David Paul is in. Bill Felci checks out with 3 fouls.
David Paul outplayed Billy Felci in the first half, and Petosa goes to him early in the second half.
Now some pressure by Baruch. CSI once again breaking the pressure. Cali moving on Berzosa. Right side for Sleap. Had a look at a 3, but pulled it back. Sleap is now fronted by Mitchell. Tries to get it down low for Paul, and a foul underneath on Baruch.
Percadani got caught in a bad match there. He had David Paul, and that was a defensive mismatch.
Len Mitchell's out. Niall Bernard is in for the Statesmen. Here's Paul in the corner with Bernard on him. Baruch staying with the man-to-man. Sleap on the right side. Sleap looking down low. Franzreb. Right blocks back outside for Cali. Down low to Franzreb playing the 2-man game. Now it's picked off up top. Liberato coming. Liberato bouncing to left side. And Berzosa goes all the way and lays it in.
First lead of the night for the Statesmen.
41-39 Baruch. Cali up top. Cali looking for a pick. Can't get one though. Here's Sleap. Momentum back over to Baruch's side. Sleap, open 3. No good. Air ball. Franzreb tries to save it in. Can't do so. And Baruch basketball with 13:33 left.
Again, the offensive judgment in the second half is sort of abandoned CSI. They have not taken good shots, and the latest was Craig Sleap's long 3-point, although he's 14 for 40 coming into tonight. Again, 35% is not a bad percentage from three-point land. Craig did not look good on that one.
Timeout Dolphins, 41-39. Baruch with a 2-point lead. There's a look at Coach Tony Petosa advising his troops. After this game tonight, CSI with a couple of tough ones coming up against York and Kings Point.
Now, many years ago, Fred Marinaccio, Fred Marinaccio, his claim to fame at CSI, I was just reminded about his name. His claim to fame had nothing to do with Baruch. Fred Marinaccio hit a shot at the buzzer to beat Wagner College up at Wagner College when CSI as a 3 beat the number 1 Division I Wagner College team up on Grimes Hill.
Baruch with the basketball. CSI showing some pressure. Inbound to Liberato. Liberato dribbling against Andres. Liberato off the crossover. Fancy ball handling. Now they get it back out to Berzosa. Berzosa and Percadani at the guards. Now Bernard is up front with Len Mitchell's back in the game. And Liberato, who has the basketball right now, pump fakes, puts up a shot, no good. And Franzreb ripping it away. Now the outlet pass is knocked away by Berzosa, but it's recovered by Andres.
Sometimes real good basketball teams respond when their star is down. Let's see if Baruch gets it done.
Andres for a three up top. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Mitchell. And here comes Baruch. Mitchell handling the basketball. Mitchell fronted by Franzreb. Now they swing it around to Berzosa. Up top, Mitchell for an open three. No good. A foul, though.
3 shots? No, I guess they're going to say the whistle before the shot, which is a break, because I thought that was a 3-point shooting foul.
So Berzosa will inbound near side. Cali's up on him. Bernard swings it over for Liberato left side. Liberato tries to get it underneath for Mitchell, out of bounds. CSI basketball with 12 minutes, 30 seconds left, and they're down by 2. Bill Felci checks back in for Matt Franzreb. Remember, Felci has 3 fouls.
And he also averages 15 points a game, and he doesn't have a basket yet tonight.
And for Baruch, Lou Pento, two-door product, is in for Joe Liberato. Cali looking to inbound. Baruch showing some full court pressure. The inbound of Paul. Now over the timeline goes Craig Sleap. Sleap and Cali at the guards. Eric Andres is up front with David Paul and Bill Felci. Here's Felci up top for Cali on the left wing. Cali guarded tightly by Berzosa. Cali penetrating, stripped by Berzosa. And he comes away with it. Berzosa running, kicks it out. Here's Mitchell driving to the basket. He's fouled. Felci picks up number 4 for CSI.
Wow. Well, it's going to be up to Paul and Franzreb now, Tommy. They're really going to have to step up. Billy's just been invisible all night. Now he's not going to be able to help until the last 5 minutes of the game.
Mitchell to the free throw line. First one good. Franzreb in, Felci out with 12:05 left. And Mitchell's been the offensive spark for the Statesmen here this evening. This free throw could put Baruch up by 4. No good. Long rebound comes out. Cali has it. Dolphins down by 3. 12 minutes left to go in this game. Paul posting up. Paul up and under to the basket. Strong move by David Paul. Dolphins within 1.
And the strongest cheerleader on the CSI bench is Billy Felci. He's had a rough night, but he's in there cheering for his teammates. Paul with a great move.
Pento to Berkadani. Now up top, Berzosa. Berkadani gets it back. Ducks up and under on Sleap. Forces the contact. Basket counts and the foul.
Berkadani with a big second half. Petosa doesn't like the call. Thinks Berkadani leaned into Craig Sleap. Let's see about that. John. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Tony might have an argument there. Berkadani just sort of banged into Sleap, who's going straight up.
He completes a 3-point play. This is Baruch's largest lead of the game. 45-41 Statesmen. 11:25 left.
Sleap has 4 fouls now, Tommy, along with Felci.
Andres to Sleap on the left side. Back up top for Andres. Now to John Cali. Cali off the penetration, tries to dish it for Sleap in the right corner. 10 to shoot for the Dolphins. Andres off the crossover. Shot no good. Rebounded by Mitchell. And the Dolphins cold offensively. Berkadani up top for a 3. No good, air ball. Out of bounds. It will be CSI ball.
Joe Liberato returns for Baruch. 22. Ken Thomassen returns for Staten Island, replacing Craig Sleap.
CSI has struggled.
42. David Thomassen.
Cali just entry pass, and then after that it was all David Paul with a very good post-up move.
Thomassen is in for CSI. Cali penetrating. Bounces it underneath. Franzreb out of control. And a foul underneath on Baruch.
That's a break because Matt was about to lose the basketball. Yep. he really didn't have good control of it. He got tripped, but if there was no foul there, I think that ball was going to go off of Matt's hands and out of bounds.
Matt Franzreb to the free throw line, shooting 2. 6'6" sophomore, Susan Wagner High School product. Here in Staten Island, first one no good.
Another young man that did not really get a lot of playing time during his high school career at Susan Wagner. Become a much better player as he got older, but he misses 2, and CSI really struggling offensively.
Dolphins down by 4. Percadani up top. Now here's Thomas spinning to the basket. Shot no good. Rebounded by Andrus. Dolphins trying to run, but now Andrus will slow it up.
He's rail thin, but he gets his share of rebounds.
Cali up top for Thomassen. Hands back to Cali for a 3. No good. Back at the iron. Rebounded by Andrus, but he lost it. Ball's on the floor. Franzreb gets it back to Cali.
Eric Andre's trying to shake off a little bit of a leg problem. He's going to be okay.
Cali gets a pick up top for Thomassen. Back to John Cali, the senior point, controlling. Dolphins down by 4. Cali getting another pick. Now trying to drive baseline, kicks it for Paul, and he's fouled up top.
Only the 15th foul. CSI is already over the limit. Billy Felci with 4 fouls probably will return soon. Tosa's got to sit him there for another couple of minutes, and Holloway will return soon.
Here's Paul on the interior. Nice baby hook shot.
In the meantime, David Paul keeps CSI alive.
He continues to impress. Dolphins down by 2. 9:30 left to go in the game. Percadani handing off to Verzosa. Verzosa looking down low. Thomas posting up. He's double teamed. Thomas putting it on the floor. Offensive foul. Leaning back on Paul, drawing the charge. Thomas has a few choice words for the officials.
Ray Rankis does too. Oh, that's a good call. I mean, he just stuck out his elbow and cleared the way with an elbow.
Maybe Charles Barkley gets that call in the NBA, but not David Thomas. Cali up top. Cali off the crossover, trying to penetrate, knocked away, stolen away by Liberato. Liberato with Thomassen back. Blocked and fouled by Kenny Thomassen. And things getting a little physical here in the second half.
Yes, they are. But that's a good, clean. Kenny Thomassen went for the ball, got a lot of the ball, hammered him, but that's the way the game's played. Go to the line, make 2. Kenny Thomassen gets the ball. I mean, that's a good, clean foul, 2 shots.
Liberato, a 6-foot senior forward from Brooklyn. First one no good, back of the iron. Dan O'Leary checks in, his first action for Kenny Thomassen.
Okay, so Tony Petosa reaches down into his, that's 4 fouls on Kenny, so O'Leary getting his opportunity in a big spot to contribute.
Second one good by Liberato. 3-point lead for Baruch. Coming up on 9 minutes left to go in this game. Now the Statesmen showing pressure.
O'Leary has played in 17 of CSI's 21 games.
Andrus. Left side for Franzreb. Franzreb to Eric Andrus. Liberato's on him. Andrus off the crossover, penetrating, puts up the shot off the glass and in.
What did I say about unorthodox? You don't know how to play them.
Dolphins within 1. 8:37 left. Pento left side. Pento getting it back out for Percadani. Now here's Mitchell. Mitchell working on Franzreb. Thomas looking to post up on the right blocks, and David Paul. Up top, Pento to Percadani in a corner. Cali's on him. Good Staten Island matchup there. Mitchell up top for a 3. That's good.
Oh, what a big basket by Baruch.
Lenny Mitchell with a huge 3. 49-45.
That was huge.
Coming up on 8 minutes left to go in this one. Andrus handling the basketball. Now for O'Leary. Cali now controls right side. Percadani fronting him. O'Leary in the corner. Mitchell's on him. And an offensive foul on the Dolphins. With 7:49 left. And now we
have an official's timeout with 7:49 left. Baruch by 4.
And we'll take a break. Baruch leading 49-45. We're back after this on Island TV Sports. Don't go away.
Stumbles, gets through, banks in the layup that makes it a 1-point game, but then Mitchell with a huge 3 buries it. He's been the big man for Baruch all night.
Mitchell has 19 points to lead the Statesmen. Brookedani to the free throw line, 1-on-1 opportunity, 7:49 left. Baruch up by 4. Free throws up, no good. Back at the iron, rebound tapped about, and is recovered underneath by Cali, and he's fouled.
And he'll go to the foul line. Big rebound by John. Big foul shot miss. And instead of Baruch by 6, if Cali can make his foul shots, he can cut it to 2.
Craig Sleap. Sleap is back in the game for CSI.
No Holloway yet. No Holloway. 7:47.
Sleap has 4 fouls. Thomassen with 4 fouls. Felci with 4 fouls for CSI. First one good by John Cali. Dolphins within 3, 7:47 left. Felci and Thomassen are on the bench with 4 fouls. Sleap and Cali at the guards. Andres, Franzreb, and Paul up front. Cali sinks them both. It's a 2-point game. Now off the inbound, Liberato gets the baseball pass. It goes all the way. Layup is no good. Out of bounds, Liberato tries to save it inbounds. Can't do so. CSI basketball.
Sleap couldn't challenge the layup. He couldn't challenge it or he would have fouled out. So the CSI gets a big break because Craig couldn't do anything.
Mark that one down. Liberato missed layup. Off the inbound, Sleap hits the floor, and a foul.
Timeout.
Or timeout. 20-second timeout called by CSI with 7:40 left.
Cali couldn't find anybody off the inbound, so he signaled for a 20. You mentioned before, Tommy, in your 4 years of broadcasting CSI games on WSAI radio here on the campus, you got to know Tony real well and how hard he works. I've known Tony for longer than that. I knew him as a player at Monsignor Farrell and later here at CSI and as an assistant coach under Howie Rupert here at CSI before he took over. And I echo your thoughts about not only is a hard worker, what a gentleman.
He's a great guy. And Sleap is fouled from behind by Liberato off the inbound. Both teams are in the bonus.
A much more physical second half than first half as Craig Sleap goes to the foul line for 1-on-1.
Sleap just a 49% free throw shooter.
Geez, that surprises me. That surprises me.
He makes this one, though, and pulls the Dolphins to within 1. This one could tie the game with 7:37 left. Sleap lets it go. No good. Rebound tapped up. Brookedani snatches it. And here comes Baruch. The Statesmen, perfect record in the CUNY. 18-1 overall. Pinto squaring up. Can't get it though, so they swing it around. Brookedani up top. Brookedani off the penetration, puts up the shot. No good, but a foul on David Paul.
John Percodanti out of Monsignor Farrell has been a very aggressive statesman tonight. He wants to take advantage of playing in front of the hometown fans in Staten Island Cable. He's doing a good job. Lou Pinto, on the other hand, I don't think has taken a shot tonight. He was that way at Neudorf. He was the best player Neudorf had, but Lou would never force anything. If the shot was there, he would take it. If it wasn't, he'd pass it. Complete player.
Brookedani front rims the first one. Brookedani lets the second one go. No good also on the front rim, and it's rebounded by Paul, who's surrounded.
He's missed his last 3.
Here's Cali with Mitchell back. Cali wisely backs it out. Cali, left side. Andres, 3. Good! Eric Andres, the freshman, puts the Dolphins back up by 2. 6:57 left. Here's Mitchell off the crossover, missing the shot. Rebound tapped about underneath. Mad scramble for it. Jump ball.
And
Possession
CSI breaks Sleap, gets underneath the blue shirts. Sleap, Thomassen, Felci, all with 4. Sleap the only one on the floor right now. And here comes Scott Holloway for the stretch run. He reports to the bench, and then Baruch calls time.
6:46 left. 51-49 Dolphins with a 2-point lead, and that's because of the 6'5 freshman from New Jersey, Eric Andres.
Cali backs it out, sees Andres, not a guy that takes a lot of threes, but he gets that one, and it's big. 8 for 28 from three-point range coming into tonight's game.
I was talking to Coach Tony Petosa last night, Joe, and just looking down the roster, he really has a nice foundation of players. Thomassen's only a junior. Paul is a freshman. Andres is a freshman. Robert Wynn, another 5'9 freshman from Lafayette that Tony got to come here, a freshman. So a lot of kids that he can build around for the future. He likes Champ Albano. He thinks he's going to be a player here eventually.
Champ is that you saw him all week long in the tournament. He's that typical smart, tough St. Peter's guard that knows how to play the game of basketball, and Tony does think Champ will contribute in the future.
Just 2 seniors are leaving this team, albeit 2 big guys in Cali and Felci, but a lot of young studs here for the CSI program. What else would you expect from Coach Tony Petosa? Cali left side. Dolphins up by 2. 6:30 left to go in this game. Cali gets a pick from Paul. Cali for 3. Oh! John Cali!
And John pumps his hand in the air because he knows that was a big shot. That was a long 3.
54-49. Dolphins back up by 5. Percadani checking the clock. Finding out there's 6 minutes left to go in this one. Mitchell on the right side for Liberato. Fans are into it here at CSI. Liberato with Paul over him. Rodgers with the steal, but the ball goes out of bounds. Right in front of us here. And it will go to CSI. Last touch by Baruch. That one almost ended up on your lap, Joe.
Eric Andres with the great defensive play, but what about this 3 from Cali? A quick release from way downtown.
You can't give John Cali any room because he's got, look at that range.
That's 5-6 feet beyond the arc.
Close to NBA range.
Well, that was an NBA 3, Tommy, without a doubt.
Here's Paul, double team on the left blocks. Paul underneath, and he traveled. I believe it was the traveling violation.
He called the foul on that. That's awful.
It is a foul.
That's awful. Maybe 3 seconds, but not an offensive foul. And Petosa is in his ear, but that's 3 seconds maybe, but no offensive foul.
Mitchell on the left side, up top now for Liberato. 5 minutes, 30 seconds left. Dolphins up by 5. The Statesmen on the ropes here on Staten Island. Mitchell posting up. Verzosa for 3 right wing. No good. Rebounded by Franzreb. And Cali will control. Cali's coming up big once again in this one, especially from the outside. Cali getting a pick from Paul. Cali driving left baseline, looking underneath, tries to shuffle it, and it's picked off by Liberato. Here comes Mitchell. Mitchell has 19 for Baruch. Up top, Holloway for a 3. No good. Rebound tapped underneath. And a foul on David Paul going over the back.
Good call. Good call. That time Baruch had inside position. David Paul climbed. 10th foul. Double bonus. 2 shots.
42, David Thomassen on the line.
Felci continues to sit and watch. Thomassen continues to sit and watch.
2 shots.
As Petosa elects to go with Paul and Andres over his veterans.
Dave Thomas, not the guy who founded Wendy's. The 6'4" junior at the foul line. First one, no good.
Here comes Felci.
Bill Felci checks back into the game. He's got 4 fouls, and he checks in for Matt Franzreb.
The freshmen stay on the floor, and Franzreb leaves. Didn't want to, but he goes.
Thomas just a 53% free throw shooter. Second one is good. He makes 1 of 2. Baruch within 4. Full court pressure. With 4:51 left, Cali looking for somebody. Inbounds now to Paul. Now right to Felci right in front of us. That ball almost hit the end line. Cali crossing the timeline. Cali with Bruzosa on him. Here's Sleap, left side. Down low, left block for Felci. Gets it back up top for Andres. Eric Andres, the freshman. Valuable minutes here tonight, but a big contribution. Up top, Sleap gets away from his man. Cali for another 3 right wing. No good. Rebound by Andres. Puts it up. Scoring! And the foul! Eric Andres continues to impress. With 4:23 left, Dolphins up by 6.
Tommy, I want you to look at the CSI bench now and the fans, and look at the Baruch bench. What a difference. The 18-1 team is dead on the bench over there.
Andres, what a strong move there. Completes the 3-point play. Dolphins back up by 7 after they were down by 5. 4:20 left to go in this game. CSI vying for the upset. Baruch 8-0 in the CUNY, 18-1 overall. Their only loss was to NYU. Holloway, only 4 points in this one, averaging over 19 per game. Liberato right side, getting a pick. CSI, though, rotating on defense. Thomas in the paint. Thomas spinning to the basket.
Oh, who is that going to be? Felci? Or is it going to be
wants the
Andres?
foul.
Yeah, that's better news for CSI.
It's Andres' second foul.
Tom, we failed to mention, not only the 18-1, they are ranked 4th in the region in Division III basketball. This is a program that's winning in the CUNY and winning everywhere else. And everybody loses to NYU, so that's certainly no disgrace.
NYU, a perennial Division III powerhouse.
Played for the national championship just 2 years ago.
Yep. Thomas missed the first. Thomas gets the second to fall through. Baruch cuts it to a 6-point CSI lead. 3:57 left. Statesmen showing pressure. CSI has been able to break it all night long because of solid guard play from John Cali and Craig Sleap. Here's Felci left side. Thomas all over him. Felci pull-up jump, no good. He's been way off tonight. Rebounder underneath by Paul. Has a blocked out of bounds by Mitchell. So CSI will keep it. Felci, there's the missed shot, and Paul had it rejected. Andres gets it up top for Cali. 3:33 left in the game. Andres right side. Andres pull-up jump with the lead. Oh! And one! Eric Andres.
Eric Andres highlight reel. Unbelievable.
This young man has impressed big time. Timeout on the floor. 3:27 left. The Dolphins are up by 8 and vying for the upset here on their home floor, where they're 4-6, Joe, here on their home floor.
You get 4-6. You said to me before the game starts, you've been around the program the last 4 years, and you said, Joe, I'm very confident that they're going to give Baruch a great game tonight. They're playing better. Tony seems confident. They've been practicing well. And this has been by far their best performance of the season. And boy, will this go a long way towards propelling their confidence as the CUNY Conference tournament comes up. This will send shockwaves through the whole conference if CSI holds on tonight and gets a win here at home against Baruch.
3:27 left to go.
And
59-51.
I mentioned this before, just about a minute ago. Look at that Baruch bench. They've not lost the game in the CUNY Conference all season, and they just don't look like they believe that they can come back and get this one.
CSI with Cali and Sleap in the backcourt. Eric Andres, David Paul, and Bill Felci up front. 2 freshmen gaining valuable experience here tonight, and they've come up big, and Paul and Andres. Burkadani and Holloway are at the guards. Thomas, Mitchell, and Liberato are up front for Baruch. Eric Andres to the free throw line, trying to complete the three-point play. He's got 12 here tonight. Andres.
He averages 6 points a game, and tonight he has 13.
Dolphins up by 9.
Just play solid defense. Make them beat you from three-point land.
Holloway in the right corner. Percadani lines up a 3. No good. Rebound.
Oh!
What a play by Sleap.
And he got a timeout before he hit the floor.
Craig Sleap has been all over the place here tonight.
Watch this. Percadani fires from three-point land. Watch Craig Sleap go up, get the rebound, and call time as he's hopping out of bounds.
Sleap, a 5'11 junior, playing some hard-nosed basketball. Coach Tony Petosa called him tough and our best defensive player, and a guy who's really scrappy, gets all over the place.
John Percadani hurt himself on that last shot. If we can get a shot of him, he has left the Baruch bench and he is leaning against the wall at the end of the bench. Something happened to John on that last shot. He's the Monsignor Farrell player.
That's about at 8 p.m. CSI Senior Night, Monday, February 19th, starting at 5:30.
3:12 left to go.
And there's
CSI up by 9.
John. It looks like he's holding his hand, and he's left the bench and out of the game. And 9 points and the basketball for CSI.
Baruch showing some pressure. Down by 9. Cali to inbound. Sleap hands back to Cali. Sleap crossing the timeline. Now a half-court trap by Baruch. Felci. They double him. Sleap is doubled. Now to Felci on the right side. Felci to Cali. Cali to Andres. Wide open 3 left corner. No good. Rebound. Tapped underneath. Felci tried to get it, but it's rebounded by Lenny Mitchell. And
what do we
a
got
whistle.
now?
And that's Felci. That could be his 5th.
Timeout, Baruch. No, not a foul.
Referees have to be a little quicker, Joe, in telling us what's going on here.
No, I'll tell you another thing. And I've made this comment several times during our high school broadcasts too. And Greg Sleap made a great play just before, but we're gonna watch a tug of war involving these two players here. And Felci, you know, I've said this several times. I don't like that. I think they should eliminate that rule from basketball, where you're allowed to call timeout when you're falling out of bounds, when no one can see it or hear it. And I just think it would lift a lot of problems from the game. You shouldn't reward a team for falling out of bounds with the basketball. And I don't like the rule. And you know what? I don't think it was ever used until just a couple of years ago. Now it's become the play that everybody watches on TV. So the players do it all the time, and they should get rid of that rule. It's not a good rule.
Well, the NBA got rid of that rule last season. Holloway, left side, spins away, gets it back out to Percadani, who's back in the game. 2 minutes, 31 seconds left. Dolphins up by 9, looking for the upset. Percadani right side, looking for some open room. Percadani lumbering into the lane, back outside. Mitchell for a 3, no good. Rebounded though by Holloway, pushes off. Fallaway shot is good.
2 minutes and 13 seconds and a 7-point lead. Take care of the basketball, get it in the hands of John Cali, and send them to the foul line if you have to.
Felci's double team. Baruch with the half-court trap. Cali with Sleap left side. Andres is open in the corner. CSI looking to kill clock here. 1:51 left. Andres has it. Left baseline. Strong to the basket. Layup is good off the glass.
That may do it. That may be to clinch you.
62-53. Dolphins up by 9. 1:38 left to go in this game. Percadani spinning away from Cali. Driving baseline to Liberato underneath. And Baruch really taking their time. Underneath, Mitchell losing it, and the Dolphins have it with 1:21 left. Cali is fouled.
You got called time before the foul. Called time before the foul. 9-point lead. 1:20 to go. John Cali's come up big again. And here's the man, Tommy, in the second half.
Eric.
I said before, he's unorthodox. He doesn't look like he's thin, not strong yet. Doesn't look like he handles the ball real well, but scores and scores and scores. And Tony Petosa told me earlier, hey, listen, Joe, he said he's a tough kid from Jersey that played in that really competitive league that St. Anthony's plays in. He says he's played against real good high school players. He's going to be a terrific player here, and he's had a career game here tonight.
There's the look of dejection on the Baruch bench.
And shock. And they just didn't look like they ever had a feeling that they could get back in it. Lou Pento of Newdorf comes on the floor.
1:20 left. CSI 62, Baruch 53.
No, you believe that Holloway is not on the floor right now? Unless it's because they want a foul and they don't want him out there committing his fifth.
They inbound a Felci who's surrounded. And it's taken away. Underneath is Mitchell who lays it up and in. 62-55. Dolphins up by 7. Sleap looking to inbound. Does so to Cali. Cali's finally fouled. With 1:06 left. Holloway will now come on the floor. An offense-defense substitution for Ray Rankus.
They don't want him to commit his fifth.
John Cali to the free throw line. Both teams in the double bonus, so he'll shoot 2. CSI trying to put this one away. They're 12-9 overall. 7-3 in the CUNY. First one good. Liberato, Holloway, Percadani, all in for Baruch. Offensive players. Cali with another one with 66 seconds left. That one's good. Dolphins up by 9. Coming up on a minute left to go in this game. Holloway would sleep on him. He'll be glad once this game's over. Long three-pointer, no good. Sleap tried to get it back, but Cali snatches it, and he's fouled in the corner with 52.9 left. CSI up by 9.
I'm going to put this one in the win column for the Dolphins. I think this one's over. We've seen the upset of the 18-1 Baruch Statesmen. Not only a win, Tommy, a decisive win that CSI definitely earned with a terrific effort. Just a little lull in the first 10 minutes of the second half. They fell behind by as many as 4 or 5 and came back. Cali's been perfect from the foul line. He's been brilliant running the team tonight.
John Cali, perhaps his best stretch of his career here. 26 points on the night. Paul with the rebound underneath. Paul is tied up. Jump ball, possession arrow.
Jump ball, possession
will stay, well, actually, we'll go to Baruch with
10-point lead with 49 seconds to go. CSI can only lose it if they make a lot of silly mistakes. Just play solid defense, move your feet, make Baruch shoot from long range.
Underneath, Thomas running over people, offensive foul.
And guess who drew the offensive foul? The man of the moment.
Eric Andres will become a household name here. There's Thomas throwing his body all over the place here tonight.
What a game number 15's had tonight.
Felci off the inbound, gets it to Cali. Cali's fouled. John Cali, 26 points here tonight. He'll go back to the free throw line for some more points. Really playing some great basketball. Cali at the free throw line. He'll shoot 2 with 39.9 left. First one good. Cali's got 27.
Would you believe that CSI could have beat Baruch by 12 tonight, or leading by 12, without Billy Felci scoring a basket? That would be almost impossible to believe, but it's going to happen.
Percadani gets the rebound off the miss. 33 seconds left. Dolphins up by 11. Holloway pulls up for a 3. No good. Rebound underneath. Thomas blocked and fouled underneath. with 26.2 left.
You know, Holloway's not showing me much right now. He's not showing me much. He's talking about what's going to happen the next time we play. He's talking to Craig Sleap instead of taking the fact that he's been shut down and his team's gotten beat by 11 tonight.
Oh, he talked a lot.
Yep, he's talking a real lot.
Talking a lot for a guy whose team is down by 10 points.
Talking a lot for somebody that's done nothing tonight. And now the referee is telling them to be quiet. Showing no class here, Holloway. Now John Cali is going to stand next to Holloway and maybe can talk to him.
What a disgrace, really.
Yes. Talk to John Cali, who's completely outplayed you tonight.
And now the officials coming over to Ray Rankus. Scott Holloway, the second leading scorer in the CUNY, shut down completely tonight.
Embarrassing himself right now. And guess what? Ray Rankus should take him out of the game.
.2 left. Thomas will shoot another. The Dolphins on their way to a big upset over Baruch. Lead is down to 9. Full court pressure. Paul gets it off the inbound, and he is fouled by Lenny Mitchell. .24 left. Dolphins up by 9. Mitchell picks up his 4th. Here's another young man, Joe, who came up big tonight, David Paul, at the free throw line.
Very, very nice game.
33, David Paul, 2 shots.
David Paul, a freshman from Lafayette High School in Brooklyn. First one, no good, back of the iron.
It's over!
They'll get another one with 26.4 left. Paul's got 6 points here tonight, but a lot of rebounds and playing well defensively. Second one, no good, missed them both. Rebounded by Liberato. Baruch rushing it up, looking for an open shot. Here's Holloway for another 3. No good. Rebound tapped about underneath. Fans love it here at CSI, and a foul with 15.5 left.
Tony Petosa not too happy about the clock stopping on the foul underneath. 2 shots. 9-point lead, 15.5 to go.
At least they're fouling the right guy, David Thomas. 53% free throw shooter. First one up and good. Lead down to 8. Now, this should fall on deaf ears. We have a lot of the CSI fans bantering Holloway, and Holloway's actually getting into a conversation with some of these fans, and he shouldn't do that. 66-59, 7-point lead. Felci is fouled.
Well,
by Dave Thomas.
We should say that, you know, we're at half court on the side of the CSI fans, and Holloway began all of this by walking by and telling everybody that we never win here, but we're going to beat the Watt out of CSI when we play them again. Well, guess what? CSI's lost 6 games here at home this year. So what's the big deal about coming in here? They just got clobbered. They got outplayed. He got embarrassed, and John Cali totally outplayed him. And who did he pick on? Craig Sleap, the guy who shut him down all night long.
And Scott Holloway has exited stage right. Second one good by Felci. He's got 6 tonight. About 9 points below his average, but it didn't matter. John Cali was big tonight. Dolphins up by 9. Here's a long 3-pointer. Brickadani, no good. Underneath, Thomas with the lay-in with 4.2 seconds left. The inbound to Cali, and he is fouled with 2.6 left.
What are you fouling John Cali for with 2 seconds to go, down by 7? Why? I mean, aren't you supposed to now just let John dribble the game away?
CSI will up their record to 13-9 overall, 8-3 in the CUNY. Baruch dropping to 18-2 overall, and their first loss suffered here tonight in the CUNY Conference. They're 8-1 there. John Cali, 27 points. 2 more free throws with 2.6 left. Cali, first one's good. He's got 28. equaling his point output in their last game against John Jay on Monday. Cali had 28 points in the 82-57 victory. Stecchio on good. He's got 29. 2.6 left. Burkadani to Mitchell at half court, and that will do it. The CSI Dolphins have upset Baruch 70-61 here at home. Baruch undefeated in the Cutie No More. A big effort by John Cali and crew and Coach Tony Petosa's club. A huge victory here tonight. We'll take a break. There's your score on the Nanson's Park Taste of Honey scoreboard. CSI with the big upset over Baruch, 70-61. We'll come back with post-game right after this. You're watching College of Staten Island Dolphin basketball on Island TV Sports.
Enjoy your special day prepared.
(1732) Victory Boulevard.
Has just given their
There are your Burger King players of the game. Eric Andres, the freshman, he had 15 points. John Cali, the senior point man, 28 points. Co-players of the game, and a remarkable performance by both of those young gentlemen in the 70-61 CSI upset over Baruch here tonight at the SRC. Tom Krasnicki being rejoined by Joe Nugent. And Joe, Coach Tony Petosa, I think, did a great job in coaching this one. Everything he wanted to come out true held to form. Craig Sleap putting on Craig Sleap on Scott Holloway. I'll get it right. And Holloway only 4 points here tonight. Offensively, John Cali contributed. The freshman contributed. Just a great night for CSI basketball.
Yeah, the coach has to be really happy with everything that happened, and Baruch made a run in the second half, took the lead, and then CSI sort of regained control, and we have the Taste of Honey Nansen Park play of the game, and we thought this was the nail that really to put the nail in the coffin of Baruch and turn the game around. John Cali was about 5 or 6 feet beyond the three-point arc. The team was already up by 4, and this made it 7, and it was from way downtown, and that really kind of seemed to take the heart out of Baruch. Their bench wasn't alive, and this is another angle of John passing the ball to Matt Franzreb, and he steps way back beyond the 3 and lets it fly, a quick 3, and it was big. And John was big all night, 28, coming off a great performance in his last game, so that's about 56 points in the last 2 games. John's back, he's healthy, and the Dolphins are playing very well, and Holloway might have done a lot of trash talking at the end of the game, but he can trash talk all he wants. This Baruch team that came in here 18-1, they know who the biggest threat is to them in the tournament, and that would be co-threats. That would be Hunter, and that would be CSI, and they have something to think about now. They can trash talk, but they can worry, too, for a couple of weeks.
Absolutely. Joe had a chance to talk with Dolphin head coach Tony Petosa and John Cali, and here it is.
I'm here with Coach Tony Petosa following his victory over Baruch. They came in 18-1 and undefeated in the CUNY Conference, but they got all the publicity coming in. They're ranked 4th in the region, and they had the undefeated record. But you guys are the ones that have been hot, and you're worried about your team. 5 wins in a row. You've been playing well, but I guess this was the best performance of the season.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you what. Over the last 5 games, I think we've played as well as we can play as a team, and that's saying a lot from where we came from in January, the end of January. And today was a nice win for us. It just puts us back in the picture a little bit.
Let's start with John Cali, who's been your leader for several years here, coming off an injury-plagued year where he struggled at the beginning of the year with his shot, went 6 for 9 from three-point range in the game before this, and continued to shoot the ball very, very well tonight. I thought made the biggest 3 of the game at the end. And John, I don't know if he's 100% all the way back, but certainly the last couple of games he looks like he is.
Well, he's picked it up in the last 2 months, or last month, I should say. He just looks like he's a little bit more comfortable. When you're away from the game for a year, it's a little hard to come back right now.
What a job by Craig Sleap in the first half on Holloway. I mean, I kept giving him credit. I said a tough old St. Peter's guard just worked his rear end off, and not only did Holloway not score, he couldn't even get a shot away.
Craig is the toughest kid that I've ever had the pleasure of coaching. And I tell you what, I just told him, Craig, whatever you do, just keep complimenting him. Tell him how nice he looks and what a nice jump shot he has, and let whatever happens after that, whatever happens.
And Eric Andres, the freshman, unorthodox, I don't think people know how to play him because they don't know where he's going. Sometimes I don't think he knows where he's going, but what a tremendous last 6 or 7 minutes.
Sometimes I don't know where he's going either. But you got to give a lot of credit to Eric, and, not to take anything away from Davey Paul as a freshman. Davey came in and gave some real big minutes and some inside presence. So, I mean, one of the things that we spoke about over the last couple of months is we need some guys to step up, and the freshmen are starting to play. It's just making us that much better.
Okay, Coach. Got your star guard come in, going to join us right now. This is John Cali, the senior guard, and John, a lot better. I saw you at the beginning of the year, and it looked like the injury that was still bothering you in the back. You were a little stiff. You weren't shooting well, but boy, it's starting to drop, and the team's starting to play real well.
Yeah, the guys are starting to play real hard, and everybody's playing together. In the beginning of the year, I think a lot of it was mental. I didn't know if I was shooting well, and I was struggling, but now I'm just relaxed. I don't have too much longer if the season goes on, so the last 3 weeks I'm going to play out as hard as I can.
Okay, and you're getting, again, as a senior and the leader, to have 2 freshmen like Paul and Andres come in and play like this in a big game against the best team in the conference has got to do a lot for your confidence when the CUNY tournament starts.
Yeah, it's great. They came out and they play as hard as they can. Sometimes I don't even think they know what they're doing, but they bring so much energy to the floor, and it gets everybody else around us out of the slump, and they just play as hard as they can, and it gives everybody confidence out there.
Okay, John, congratulations. Keep it up during the tournament. Bring a championship back. Tony, great job tonight.
Thank you very much.
Okay, back to Tommy.
Coach Tony Petosa and John Cali, we thank them for joining us here on the post-game show. Coming up big in tonight's ball game, John Cali, 28 points, 8 assists, 70-61, the Dolphins with the big upset over Baruch, Joe.
Yeah, good. That's one for the VCR for Bill Cali and his wife. They're proud of their son, John. Billy's the baseball coach here. Certainly this is a game that they'll like to replay over and over again. And if we had to come to one CSI game this year, I'm glad it was this one. They played the best team in the league, and they knocked them off. We wish Tony Petosa nothing but good luck. It's just a shame. I say this all the time when I come here, Tommy. All Staten Island kids on the floor. Great Division III program. I wish the support for them from the fans was more than it is, but the small but enthusiastic crowd saw a good one, and we wish the Dolphins good luck the rest of the season.
The Dolphins up in their records at 13-9 overall. They are now 8-3 in the CUNY. Baruch dropping to 18-2 overall, suffering their first loss here in the CUNY tonight. They are 8-1 in the CUNY Conference. A special thanks to everyone behind the scenes here at Staten Island Cable doing a great job. Dave Schwabe, our producer, Roy Menton, our executive producer, Nicola Gackitz, our coordinating producer, all the camera people, and Marty and everyone else. And a special thanks to Terry Small, Sports Information Director and Athletic Director here at the College of Staten Island, doing double duty, works hard. I've known him for a few years, doing a great job. The final score once again, CSI 70, Baruch 61. For Joe Nugent, I'm Tom Kresnicki. Good night, everyone, from the Sports and Recreation Center.
Some position, set himself up and set a target down in the post. A lot of pushing going on.
So Felci will come back in now. He's got the 2 fouls. He's got to be careful. So they'll put Felci on Burnett so he doesn't have to guard the big guy.
So Reggie Jackson, being a smart player, should go right back and take it to Burnett, see if he can find a foul on Felci.
Yeah. Especially if they view the foul situation as being important in the game. Jackson directing traffic. I think he's trying to do exactly what you said. He's trying to get Burnett in a position to get the ball with Felci on him. 8 on the shot clock. Jackson, he's had 3 of them go like that, but he's fortunate that Edwards was there.
Oh, yeah.
How nice to be 7 feet tall.
And how nice to have him on your team.
Yeah.
7 foot. Gets the putback. But Reggie Jackson, man, it's just that it just goes in and out. That's it. You know,
3 times in a row, yeah.
It's not like he's missing, but...
Well, that time Cali forced it.
It's not like he's missing terribly. It's just he's just missing. I mean, they're really in and out.
Short with the jumper. No good. And Edwards, Uriri with the putback. So now Staten Island wants a timeout. 19-16 is our score. Gary Axel.